Huge win for us. I'm just proud of the guys, the way we competed this weekend. It was a tough day to hit today, and we faced a very good pitcher, and he really held us in check for most part. But we got a big hit early from Trevor Marsh, and then we found a way to just kind of make some things happen in the sixth inning to score a run, and then in the eighth with the big hit from Chris Thorburn and Kip Brandenburg kind of separated it. But started on the mound, Luke Giselle gave us 6 strong innings, gave up some hits, some balls that were hit hard that were outs, but we know kind of how to play at this field when the wind's blowing, and and I thought Luke did a great job, and then Ethan Chenault just another excellent job in the bullpen, and our bullpen's been great on the back end, especially the last several weeks.
So for the second time this year, you guys have won 11 out of 14 games, and that comes after a pretty rough stretch there through March and the early part of April. What has allowed these guys to get back to where they were early in the season?
I think just keeping our nose down and keep grinding. Baseball's you're going to have a lot of ups and downs sometimes, and we talk about just being as consistent as possible day in and day out. And we just went through a little stretch where, honestly, we didn't play bad. We just had some bad breaks go against us, and I'll just chalk that up. We got to make our breaks, and we didn't at those times. We didn't make winning plays, and it kind of caught up with us. But I think we learned a lot. We grew a lot as a team. We're still playing a lot of young guys mixed in with some veterans, but you just got to learn. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep believing in the process of how we practice and go about things. And I just thought our guys, have found a way to kind of turn some things around. And we're still playing some tight games, but we're making winning plays. And that's not just on the offensive side; it's defensively on the mound as well.
You guys have been, especially during this great run that you're on right now, bunting and just taking care of the little things. And how much of an emphasis was it on, hey, when we have a bunt on, we've got to get that down where we want to get it down and that sort of thing?
I mean, it's huge. We talk about it. You've got to execute. And like I said, when the wind's blowing in like it was today, you got to find ways to, one, get base runners on, and then you got to get them in scoring position as quick as possible, whether it's by hit and run or a stolen base or just sacrificing them over. And, I thought we've done a pretty good job with that. And then when you get them out there, you've just got to have guys step up and be big in big moments with runners in scoring position. And I feel like we've done a really good job with that. And, trust a lot of our guys, whether they're starting or on the bench. There's opportunities for everybody. Just be ready when your name's called and give us your best effort.
So now that, Luke has moved to Sunday, he's probably on his best run of the season over these past few weeks. And he said it was just kind of a matter of showing up ready to compete for him. Did you guys what did you see with him before? And I mean, what did you talk to him about, what he needed to adjust in his game? Because it seems like he's really found something recently that has allowed him to lock in from the start.
I don't know if it's a whole lot. For me, not being with them every day as a pitching coach and a pitcher, I just think he's more downhill with the baseball, down in the zone more. I think earlier in the year, maybe he was pitching up in the zone, maybe trying to, hit the top half of the zone, and you hear analytics and all that kind of stuff thrown out there. But I just think, most guys, if they pitch down in the zone, got a chance to be more successful than up when it's all said and done, unless you got really superior stuff and movement. And I just think he's been down in the zone a lot more. He's been able to get his breaking up ball over more, and he just doesn't give in. I mean, they fouled off a ton of pitches, and he had to keep pumping strikes in there and finally get outs. And, he's just done a great job. And, he's kind of solidified our rotation now. And obviously when we made the move a month ago to get Adam in there, it's just allowed us to put a really good guy on Sunday who would probably be pitching on Fridays and Saturdays for a lot of teams.
Yeah. What kind of, does that speak to just who Luke is as a fifth-year guy that came back and he has been moved out of the role that he was originally in? Just what kind of mentality does he bring out there, and leadership is he bringing for this group right now?
He just wants to win. It doesn't matter what day he's pitching. I mean, obviously, Everybody wants to be the guy, but I think he's a guy. I think we have a lot of guys, and he just needs to be who he is. And Sunday is a big day. We call it Championship Sunday for a reason, because that's when a lot of your tournaments are decided. That's when championships are won on Sunday. So every Sunday, whether we're winning or losing, it's Championship Sunday mentality. And I think Luke's one of the guys that will always bring that mentality to the ballpark, no matter who we're playing and what game we're at.
What's it mean to have Chris back out there? I know he's a guy that's only probably going to get one or two at bats at most in a lot of these games, but he seems to come up big every time you need something from him.
He's just a very carefree type player. Trust him so much as a hitter in big situations. He hadn't had a lot of live at bats since he broke his hand, and his BP hadn't been great. He said, man, I don't know how I'm going to do today because my BP was terrible, but it doesn't matter. Guys can hit if they can hit, and whether they have great BP or not. But I trust him in a lot of big situations, and he was doing a really good job early in the season before he had the injury, and now it's just a good opportunity to work him back in. And his role could increase; it could still stay the way it is, and just have a guy coming off the bench in clutch situations. But that was a big hit for us, and he's not scared in those type situations ever.
What's the balance with a guy like that? He could probably be starting every day if you wanted him to, but there's also the balance of, hey, you want to keep that in your back pocket for later. So how do you look at that?
I just look at, if we feel like he needs to start, we'll start him. If we feel like we need to keep him on the bench and use him in the back pocket, we do.